Well, taking a look at your health watch, 2 people in Adams County have tested positive for West Nile. These are the first 2 human cases in the state. The county health department tells us likely those 2 contracted it from an infected mosquito in late June. So leaders in northern Colorado are planning to spray for mosquitoes starting today because of the increase in the virus. So joining us now is Dr. Lindsey Fish. About a month ago, we had you here to tell us about protecting ourselves from West Nile. And since it's making the news today, we have people in Colorado with it. We wanted you to come back and give us a little reminder about the mosquitoes.
Absolutely, my pleasure to be here.
Yes, and we're from Minnesota, so we know a lot about mosquitoes here. But can you tell us sort of some of the basics, maybe some of the science behind the mosquito bite?
So lots of different mosquitoes, and they affect people differently. And we are obviously most familiar with regular mosquito bites, the red bumps that are itchy, and that's just an allergic reaction to the saliva from the mosquito. But some people can have severe allergic reactions that either infect that area and really cause it to be red and swollen and itchy, or whole body allergic reactions. And as you mentioned, West Nile virus, they do carry diseases that we need to be aware of.
And what are some of those diseases that are most, we've heard of West Nile, but is there anything else we need to be worried about?
So West Nile is the one that's most common here in the United States, which is why we hear about it the most, because it affects the most people.
Okay.
There are rare cases of encephalitis, which are infections that cause brain swelling. Ooh. And certainly if you travel, especially outside the United States, there's lots of mosquito-borne illnesses. Yellow fever, dengue fever, Zika virus, chikungunya. There are things you need to be aware of if you're traveling.
And we sometimes get vaccines for that before we travel? Or is that not that?
So there are some, but
okay.
Yes, yellow fever, for example, does have a vaccine that we recommend before you travel, but not for all of them.
Okay.
And we see lots of range of symptoms. So the symptoms you need to be aware of are really fever, body aches, joint aches, headache, and rash. Kids and adults that are older are our highest risk people, and those with weakened immune systems.
All right. Now, I know we were just talking about our Minnesota connection, but so we think of, the Great Lakes and the Midwest and all that stuff, but when are mosquitoes most active? And we know they're very active here, and in what environments?
Yeah. So they're most active dawn and dusk, although some bite during the day. Mm-hmm. And what mosquitoes like, which is why we have them so much in Minnesota, is wetter environments. So marshed, wooded areas, lots of shade. And we're seeing more in Colorado because it's been a rainier season this year, and so there's a lot more water. And mosquitoes breed in standing water, even areas as small as just a bottle cap. Ooh. And so in our yards and stuff, we need to be aware of the places where water stands. Our clogged gutters, our kiddie pools, our buckets, our pet bowls, our planters.
Didn't even think about the kiddie pools and all that stuff in the backyard. It's not just in the grass. Okay, so how can we stay safe this summer? We don't want to get West Nile. We don't want anybody getting hurt.
Yeah, so it's all about prevention. We want to not get bit so you don't get anything from a mosquito. So first of all, we recommend covering your body, so long sleeves, socks and shoes, long pants. And if you're outside, definitely an EPA-approved insect repellent. In your house, you want to stay safe, so use the screens on the windows and the doors and fix them if they have holes. Mm-hmm. And then, as I mentioned, in your yards, cut your grass, trim your brushes back, dump that empty water, and if you're traveling, make sure you take a look at what's out there.
Awesome. Well, Dr. Fish, thank you so much as always for coming and keeping us safe. And we're not excited about the mosquitoes, but we love summer around here. But I'm going to empty the kiddie pool in the backyard.